What's up, baby? 5 months later, we got our next upload. Let's go. I'm not gonna keep it too long with you, but remember, y'all know I like to keep these short, so I'm gonna keep it that way. But since the last time we talked, I've moved to Tampa. I'm doing my own thing. Life is great. We outside. Now look, with that, a lot of things have changed, including my trading strategy, which I've been making so much fucking money. I'm not about to just sit in front of my charts and just try and talk to you like you're a child. Let's make this entertaining. We're in the kitchen. Quite frankly, you're not ready for the charts yet. Now look, throughout our entire lifetime, we can understand why Zins are $5 and diamonds are 1,000. There's a constant agreement of price between a buyer and a seller, and they understand why. That is what the stock market is. It's a constant buying and selling at a certain price. This is what the entire stock market is made from. This is the backbone of the stock market. If I just told you that all you had to do was find these levels, identify where these levels are that we see constant buying and selling off of, if you mix that with good discipline and obviously being confident in your indicators, whether it's news, daily sentiment, or you fuck with any type of indicator like an EMA, that this is something that can change your life. This is Fernando. He confused the stock market with prize picks and kept gambling for years and years and lost a shit ton of money in the market. I took him under my belt and turned him into a changed man. Copped him a couple funded accounts. Now he's trading supply and demand, wearing a Cortez sweatshirt, living in downtown Tampa. To the charts. Let's walk through it again. I trade off supply and demand. I use levels as my main indicator to take trades off of. It has been so consistent for me. It has made me so much money, and it is so incredibly easy compared to other strategies out there. A lot of people watch these videos and they think, all right, Steph's doing it this way, I gotta do it this way too. You need to make sure that this works for you. If it doesn't work, that's okay. You need to look for something else. There's a million ways to trade. If you're profitable trading, fucking flipping a coin and picking a direction, keep doing it, bro. I don't care. I just want you to be successful, and I just want you to make sure that you can be consistent trading, because it's a great feeling. This is a great example. About an hour ago, I made $4,000 off these two trades right here, off of a level I put this morning. Oh, I caught low of day? Really? Who would have fucking thought? The main reason why I love trading supply and demand is not only that I do catch the sharpest moves because of the way I implement my levels, but when I play off of these levels, I can automatically identify my stop loss and where I'm going to take profit. The risk reward is very important in everybody's trading style. You need to make sure that you can premeditate your stop loss / take profits to make sure that you can see before you get into the trade where I'm going to lose and how much, and where I'm going to win and how much, okay? We'll look at this trade today. This first one I took off of low a day. You can see that my stop loss is a close below the level, because if we break that level, we're obviously done. There's no more support until we come down to my next level. Some things you can do, and I didn't do it today because of how far the distance was in between these levels and the fact that we were trending down all day. I don't like playing against the trend, so I just wanted to take some quick scalps. It was the afternoon. Who cares? This is a great example. You can obviously see we were so close to breaking through this zone and continuing higher, but we didn't. Probably gonna see some rejections off of this. I would hop into shorts right here, exactly off my level, and my stop loss would be a close below or a close above this level. A small rule I have is just using 3 take profits in between your trade. You can kind of just split it into 3 pieces sometimes, or if you like certain levels, like you can see right here, I'll just mark these out. Like I would probably take profit at each of these levels, and then my final take profit being obviously all the way through the zone. Is this not what you want? I can fully premeditate my trade before it even happens. That's a 25-point dub on IQ. That's a lot of money. But you can obviously see how well we rejected off that. And what do you know? We tap right into this zone. A big rule I have is after my second take profit, I'm only holding runners. So majority of my take profits would be out here. I'm probably over 80% out of my trade. This is a perfect trade. This is perfect. All right, there's no drawdown at all. I never was in worry. I'm gonna just run through a couple takeaways from this. Try and play with the daily sentiment. I know sometimes you're gonna have to play against it, but try and stick with it. Playing with the trend is a lot easier than trying to catch a reversal off of it. 2, find good risk reward trades. That was an 8.3 risk reward. When I put my money on the line, I want to see a big reward. Have 3 take profits, and after TP2, at least 80%, bro. Be very aggressive with this. The more you treat this like a business and the more you treat this seriously, the better it's gonna be for you. You don't need to make $10,000 every single day, bro. The fact you're making at least $500 from your computer is the most insane thing that I will ever establish in my mind. Avoid news, duh. I'm saying it again, trade with confidence. It's so important that you just trade with confidence. Literally, as I'm recording this, NQ just rejected off this low again. My levels are so cracked. If you wanna just be better at this automatically and get yourself in a better spot to actually succeed, I highly recommend you join the Discord. It doesn't have to be mine, like I said, but I am obviously gonna shamelessly plug myself. Chicago caught like 20 points on it yesterday, which is insane. I actually missed a 50-point play by literally 2 points this morning, so that was unfortunate, but you can catch all of our alerts in there. Even this 10-week, actually it's 11 weeks because we added one. An 11-week class that's going to take you from zero to everything about trading. I don't know how you wouldn't want to. We're doing like 1,000% a week on options and obviously over 100 points on futures. I highly recommend you take a stab at it, bro. This dude made 3K last week in a day off his funded accounts from that university. I'm telling you, boys, I put y'all on a spot to succeed. Let's get back to finding these levels. It's so important, and it's obviously the backbone of this entire strategy. You can see I made this today. Now, what made me want to make this and be so confident in this level was what happened literally the morning of today. I trade in the 1 minute, so let me reiterate this. If you like to trade short term, I would recommend the 1, the 5, and the 15 as your zones to trade off of. Anything bigger than that, the zones are going to be too large and it's going to be very hard to trade through. If you like to trade on larger time frames, just make sure that you're zooming out from the one you constantly trade on. So until a zone is broken through, it will act like resistance, but once it's broken, it will be support for the next level up. Before I use a level, I need to make sure that it previously did both. What you want to look for is at least 3 rejections off of a level in a short amount of time and a high move off of it. So what you can see right here is that exact situation. 1, 2, 3 rejections off of it in a short amount of time, and look at the move we created off of it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna include each of these wicks at their lowest point and make sure that all of them are inside as small of a zone as we can possibly get it. A lot of people, what they would do is they'd make this entire zone, and you can do that. That's okay. If you wanna make sure you catch all the trades possible, you can do that, but you're going to have a bigger stop loss because like I said, if it breaks through the zone, that is when I would be out. So if I were to get into a long position here, which again, you would have been totally fine, you would have made your money, you would have been great. I would have a bigger stop loss, and that's okay if you want to do that. I like to include the lowest points of the zone. If I only make it to the lowest point of this zone, I'm going to get the sharpest move I possibly can off these levels, enhancing my risk to reward of a possible trade. Sometimes you're going to miss trades though because of how small your stop loss will be, which is okay. I'm okay with that. My risk to reward goes from a 5 to a 12 by just lowering my level, doubling my risk to reward, which is fine in my books. But like I said earlier, I missed a trade by 2 points this morning. Sometimes you're just gonna have that happen. I like catching the biggest trade possible because I love money. So now once we place the zone like we just did, we're gonna go and look for rejections off of it because we obviously found this is a pretty good support. Oh, this is just this morning. We can see constant rejections off of it, constant rejections off of it. We go even further back, constant rejections off of it. This is a great zone. Just from what I can see over the last day, we're gonna add it to our arsenal and we're gonna make a shit ton of money with it. Just like we did an hour ago, capping it 4K. Come on, let's go, bro. I love making these videos. Bro, I'm actively recording this. Look at these rejections off this level, bro. Come on. Let me know a better strat out there, bro. Go ahead, tell me right now. But that's really it. I genuinely hope you learned something. Like I was saying, if you want to tap in with me daily and obviously get more consistent with trading, you should probably join the Discord. I'm gonna try and stay on YouTube. I just hope you're staying motivated and continuing to be great. I'm gonna stay consistent with YouTube, bro. Just watch. I'll see you in 4 more months.